Hi everyone, my name is Keith. I'm part of BRIC's education team. I'm also an artist. I like to paint, draw, and make videos. And I have a background in printmaking, and so today I'm going to show you how to do a printmaking activity. I'm going to show you how to make a collagraph, which is a kind of print. Usually you'd be using ink to make your prints, but I'm going to show you some other ways to make a collagraph that doesn't use ink and also uses things you might have at home. A collagraph is a kind of relief print, like a woodcut or a linoleum cut. This means that your image is made by a raised surface that you roll ink onto, and then you press your paper onto the ink to make a print. I'm going to show you two different ways to make an image, and then instead of using ink, we're going to use crayons or colored pencils to make a rubbing to reveal the image. One cool thing about this activity is that you can make as many copies of your image as you like, instead of just one. To get started, you'll need the following materials: paper. Regular printer paper works great, nothing too thick. A pencil or something else to draw with, scissors, glue stick or white glue like Elmer's, cardboard, both thicker pieces like from a box and thinner pieces from something like packaging or a cereal box, and then crayons or colored pencils. First, you'll want to sketch out your image. You can make anything you want, but I would suggest not doing anything with too many small details. You can make a picture of something real, like a flower or an animal, or you can make a design with just shapes and lines. You could also include words like your name or a short message. Choose a piece of thick cardboard that is smaller than your paper. This will be your base. You can lay it on your paper and trace it so that your sketch is the same size. The sketch is mostly to help you plan out what you want to make, so it doesn't need to be perfect. After you sketch your idea out, then you can begin making your plate. If you want, you can keep your sketch nearby to you as a guide, or you can draw it again onto the cardboard. Now, there are two ways to make your image. One way is to use the glue and squeeze it out slowly and carefully to make your design, kind of like you're drawing with glue. If you use this method, it might be helpful to draw your image out with a marker before you start. Also, keep in mind that you will need to wait for the glue to dry until you can begin making rubbings. If you make a mistake with the glue, you can wipe it away with a tissue or paper towel while it's still wet. Once you're done, you can put the cardboard somewhere safe to dry. The other version is more like making a collage. You'll build up layers of shapes using the thin cardboard. With this version, you'll cut shapes out and glue them to the thick cardboard plate using a glue stick. You can use things like a cereal box or other packaging, or even thick paper like cardstock. It's best to start with big shapes and build up layers to your small shapes. If you glue a big shape on top of a small shape, you won't be able to see it. But if you put a small shape on top of a big one, you'll be able to see both. Keep cutting and gluing until your image is just the way you want it. You'll also want to put the cardboard aside for 20 minutes or so to make sure all the glue is dry. Now, both of my plates are dry, so it's time to make some prints. For this part, you'll need some thinner paper like printer paper and some drawing materials like colored pencils or crayons. Carefully place the paper over your cardboard plate and hold it steady with one hand. If you have a parent or someone else helping you, you could ask them to hold it as well. Push down and move back and forth to make a rubbing. You may want to start by pressing lightly first, and you can press harder as you go. You could use all one color, or you can use multiple colors depending on what you want. If you use more than one color, think about starting with lighter colors and moving to darker colors as you go. Here are some examples of prints I made. You could use this technique to make cards or decorations, whatever you like. Try it out with different materials and sizes and see what works best for you. You can also add other things to your prints after you make the rubbings, like adding details with marker, paint, glitter, or whatever you like. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you had fun being creative and making prints. Check out our other videos for more art and media activities that you can do at home.